So you're looking for a dog trainer in Raymond, New Hampshire. It can feel like a pretty big decision, right? Well, don't worry. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find a fantastic training partner for you and your pup. You know, life with your dog in Raymond, it's all about those great walks, bumping into friendly neighbors, and let's be honest, good training is what makes all that stuff fun and totally stress-free. It helps make sure your dog is a happy, well-behaved part of the community.
All right, first up, Raymond Dog Ownership 101.
Okay, so just think about your day-to-day life here. Imagine taking a quiet walk near the Lamprey River without your arm being pulled off. Or your dog staying calm when wildlife pops up. You know it happens. A well-trained dog can handle those busier spots, like the town common, without getting overwhelmed. That's really what it's all about, helping your dog fit right into our way of life here. Next up, let's talk about finding a qualified trainer. So the term you're going to hear a lot, and for good reason, is positive reinforcement. All it really means is that you reward the good stuff. When your dog does something you like, they get a treat, some praise, maybe a favorite toy. It's super effective, it's humane, and honestly, it just makes learning fun for them. It's all about building that trust and a solid bond.
Now, on the flip side, you absolutely want to stay away from any trainers who use fear, intimidation, or pain. Seriously. Those methods are just old school, and they can actually make problems worse. You could end up with a more anxious or even aggressive dog, and it can really break the trust you have with them.
Okay, so how do you spot a good trainer? Look for certifications. It's like a diploma that shows they know their stuff. For everyday things like puppy classes or basic manners, letters like CPDTK or KPA-CTP are great signs. But if you're dealing with something more serious, like major fear or reactivity, you'll want to look for a specialist with credentials like IABC-CDBC or CBCC-KA. They have that next-level expertise. Okay, let's talk about choosing your training program.
So you've basically got two main choices, group classes or private lessons. Group classes are awesome. They're usually easier on the wallet, and your dog gets to socialize and practice focusing with other dogs around. Private lessons, though, are all about you. They're tailored to your specific goals, and you can work on those issues that only happen at home, like the nonstop barking at the mailman. It really just comes down to what you're trying to accomplish.
All right, let's talk money, because that's always part of the decision, right? Here's a quick look at what you can expect to pay for training in the Raymond area. As you can see, a 6-week puppy class is one thing, but a 2-week board and train program, well, that's a whole different level of investment. This should give you a good ballpark for budgeting. All right, next section, key questions to ask. Okay, this is your secret weapon. When you talk to a potential trainer, have this checklist ready. Ask them straight up about their methods. You want to hear that positive reinforcement we talked about. Ask about their certifications. Get them to walk you through what a session actually looks like. And definitely ask about homework because, let's be real, most of the work happens when you're practicing between sessions.
Okay, let's get local. Time to talk about local rules and resources.
So here's a key local rule you need to know. In Raymond, dogs can't be running at large. Basically, that just means your dog needs to be under your control when you're not on your own property. And your best friend for making sure that happens? A good old leash. It's the simplest and safest way to follow the rules. And there are a couple of other things to keep in mind. You've got to license your dog with the town every year. To do that, you'll need to show proof that their rabies vaccine is up to date. Oh, and the barking thing. If it's constant, it can become a real nuisance issue. So working on quiet, calm behavior, that's just part of being a great neighbor. So where can you go to practice all this new stuff? Well, you've got some great options. The Raymond Town Common is perfect for practicing around other people and dogs. For a nice, focused walk, the Lamprey River Greenway is fantastic. And if you want to level up your hiking skills, Poticaway State Park is right nearby in Nottingham, and it's perfect for that. You know, at the end of the day, training isn't just about sit and stay. It's really about building this incredible partnership. It gives your dog the confidence to be your co-pilot for every single adventure Raymond has to offer. I hope you find the perfect trainer and have a blast enjoying everything this town has to offer with your well-behaved, confident best friend by your side.